Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, also if you're returning subscribers, welcome back. Kind of a late video. Well, not really. Anyways, I'm in a good mood. Just finished my last week of work until I have like about a week and a half off, which is gonna be pretty nice. So this was an unexpected video because I got a surprise when I got back from work, and it's part 2 of the video that I shot last for you guys where I had an unboxing for some cigars, and I was showing you guys the subscription to the whole company. They're out of Pennsylvania, I believe, but I just went ahead and tried out one of their monthly subscription deal where they basically handpick 5 cigars for you for a certain price monthly. I think they have different tiers. You pay a little bit more and it gives you like more cigars and stuff like that. So I'm gonna double check that information and see, and I might go ahead and up my my subscription to a higher one to get a few more cigars, because I already like the way that they do business. They got, the ordering process was so quick. It was extremely quick. So what came today was a surprise to me because I had been tracking this item, another first timer, and it was telling me it was supposed to get here on the 28th, which would have been Saturday. And the whole week it was telling me this, from the first time I got the shipping information all the way up until I think either yesterday evening or early this morning when I was on my way to work. But it would tell me the 28th, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so I was accepting that. So it came 3 days earlier. So when I make these videos, y'all, I'm making them for a few reasons. I'm making them so you guys, because I don't see videos where they talk about the shipping experience. Because I think that's very helpful for people to understand and or not to really understand, but to have an idea of what it would, like how long of a wait would they have to go through to get their order, for first timers, people that might be, might not be too sure if they want to try out the service. So it's very helpful. It would be helpful for me, I would think, or I know that if, the people that do these videos give, some kind of an idea of the shipping, the whole process, not just leave out a part of it, for whatever dumb reason. So, so I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys information on, a good rough estimate for at least your first order from these guys. So name of that company was fragrance.net. You get like good discounts on just regular colognes and perfumes and stuff of that nature. And I have usually ordered from them, 200, but I went about it a different way. And so this time I wanted to try out some really high-end colognes that are like $400, which is not something that I can afford to be spending any money on like that. But it's high-end cologne. So to be able to get that kind of cologne in a monthly vial for, well under a fraction, of the cost, that to me that makes sense. Even if I'm going to buy it, monthly like that, I still, because that's not cheap cologne. It's just not. It's extremely expensive, and so that is one of the other reasons why I feel, fragrance.net is and I watched a video to kind of get an idea of which of the 3 main ones, I guess 3 or 4 main fragrance sites in their monthly subscriptions, and this one that I'm about to show y'all is the best one that I've heard, hands down. And so they're part of fragrance.net, and it's this company right here. And ever so fittingly, the package is the envelope is also in purple, which is awesome. So right out the gate, y'all, it's touches like this for me that stand out, and I dig. I like detail, and so that's ill. So you see, it says fragrance.net. Hopefully that's y'all can see that. But yeah, so this is their monthly subscription, y'all. I ordered this. This came out of New York, Deer Park, New York. This was ordered. I'm trying to see if it has that information. Okay, it doesn't. This was ordered, I think, a day or two after I ordered my cigars, y'all. Or it might have been the same time. I don't know. It wasn't at this. It was anyways. It was a while. It was about that time. So I got my cigars last week, or maybe this week. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't remember the exact time frame, but I will say this came quicker than I expected. And the thing is, I have other cologne that is cheaper that I was really trying to just use up, so I wasn't really stressing it. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this joint up, and I want to see what this looks like, because you can only tell so much off of YouTube. They don't really show you, they don't tell you enough. So another reason why I really wanted to come up with this. So there's nothing in that package, and it looks like you have a little thanks for joining card, and you have basically your packing slip of what it is. Okay, so it's kind of funny because it kind of resembles like a lipstick container. It's very small, and it's got the little top that's kind of shiny. And this is which one is this? I think I changed my mind. Okay, so this is Acqua di. Oh, so yeah, this is Acqua di Gio Performo, or Eau de Parfum spray. Yeah, Acqua di Gio Profondo. That's it. So this is the blue one, y'all, and then I think they have the black one. And I've been wanting to get this one for so long. It is kind of expensive, but it's Giorgio Armani, and so basically, yeah, it resembles a doggone, and I don't know why, but it's trying to look like, it seemed like it's a doggone lipstick thing. So you twist it this way to open it up, and you know what I'm saying, and then you vice versa to close it. It's got some good weight to it, y'all. It's probably, I think that's kind of like some kind of like metal, but yeah, it's got some good weight to it. It's got the little information of what the dealio, what the kind of cologne that is. But yeah, so this is a month's worth, y'all. I'm gonna put a little on just to kind of give a fresh take, so to speak. I have some on right now, so I'm hopefully, and this one I'm gonna kind of give it a nice. I'm gonna try to. It's about what, 4 inches away, 3-4 inches. Ooh. Okay, it's got a good spray to it. I'm very excited about this one. I like the kind of, I like the fresh, they call it 90s scent, but that fresh kind of fruity, citrusy. I like that scent. I've just been a big fan of that. I'm trying to get out of my ways, my box, and venture out to other smells and stuff like that. Like, I think one of the Gucci's I had was like that. And I think maybe that might have been it. But yeah, I mean, everything else has been very aquatic, citrusy, and so I'm really trying to branch out more to get some other smell. Bulgari is another one that's good. Stuff like that. I'm getting more into like, the real colognes, not just, what do they call them, designer ones, like, what's the dude, Jimmy Choo. He's got good stuff, Jean Paul Gaultier is good. But yeah, I'm getting to some other the deep ones and stuff like that. Like, what is it? Well, is it Evictus? No, not Evictus. Anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm drawing a blank. Some of these names I can't. They're hard for me to pronounce and stuff like that. But anyways, Creed. That is like high end. Tom Ford, high end stuff right there. And there's a few others. So, okay. I'm actually impressed with the smell because I was thinking it was going to be like super, well, maybe it is. It's got a good smell. And I wasn't expecting anything less. I wasn't expecting me not to like it at all. That's definitely, because I mean, I already like them already. They're already good smells anyways, from that's why I said the 90s ones, like way back in the 90s when I first got put on, and I've loved it ever since. And I've had some after, throughout, some of the years well after in the 2000s, and they were good. So there's only one more that I want to try, but at the price point that it's at, I would definitely buy one. It's definitely worth it. Like, so this is real stuff right here. I'm showing y'all. This is my first try on this subscription, which are these little sample things that are they say there are certain, and if you're not using a lot of cologne every day, which I don't, then this will easily be able to last you throughout. Now the thing is, you can use it very sparingly, and then you'll have another one the next month. So you're having two. So if you really kind of work it, man, you could have a few of these and stuff like that. So especially some of the premium ones that you can get, which I got Creed because, like I said, they're like $400 some odd. They can be very, very expensive, but they are always the highest star rating cologne. So that says, that goes for something. So I'm like, all right, cool. I read some of the reviews on the ones that I like, which I also suggest, that way you guys can get a good idea of what other people are thinking about the cigar. About the cologne. And of course, it's your own want if you want. But like for me, I don't there's certain smells that I don't like. Leather. I don't want to smell like leather, or musky smells. Like I don't, so I'm kind of out of tune a lot about what I know, what I think I know. Again, that's why these are good to just try a high-end one, a well-known one. Like there's some Tom Ford Oud. I think Oud is the smell. And I'm just like, they don't sound right. But these are like really popular smelling, for men type of colognes. And for certain types of attention, if that's what you want, or confidence or whatever, these are the preferred, highly preferred colognes. And so I'm like, well, let me see why they're expensive and why people are saying so much good stuff about it. Getting these little vials or whatever, and you pick 12 out, so you pick one for each month. So every month, and they say basically, unless you cancel, it's the second Friday of the month is when you get your subscription. It's billed on the 1st or something like that, but you get it the second Friday of the month, of each month. And so you pick out 12 of these that you want, and do you only pay extra for the premium ones, the ones that are high end? And it's like, I think it's like a $15 extra premium charge. Also, after your first month of it being on a trial, on a first timer special of like $6.95 or something like that, it does go up to like 12. So you're basically paying over 25 bucks or somewhere around there for this when you get the premium ones. So keep that in mind. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? It's for this particular one. You're not, and if you're smart, you're not going to be using that every day. That's why I'm saying, kind of play, the way that you want. But I'm like, look, this one right here, and I have a throwaway one still, and I don't use that every day. Sometimes if I work, I will use my stuff, but that's it. On my days off, I'm not going to be using it, And something like this, I'm going to be checking the longevity also with this in 2 different settings, and just a regular setting like right now, and then a setting while I'm at work. I want to see the longevity of these specific scents and stuff like that, and I want to give you guys an update video on that, so you guys can kind of get an idea. I'm in Houston, so it's humid, hot, and especially the climates that I work in certain times during my day, they're very humid and hot, sweaty, very sweaty and stuff like that. And so if I put on my cologne when I get up in the morning, get ready to go to work, which is basically like 4, and I get done with work at let's just say I get home, because there's that period where so when I get home, it is like 7 o'clock. So from 4 to 7, which is what, 13 hours or something like that, 12 hours, that's 15 hours. Anywho, I'm gonna be sweating a lot at that time. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to make sure that for me, a noticeable smell, and at least in certain areas, or where it should be. And so there's definitely the right zones that you want to put it at, like my neck and my wrist are the normal ones. But see, I'm doing a lot of hand washing throughout the day, and so there's a chance that I can wash it off. So I don't want to put it there. In like right here would be somewhere good. So those are the places, and possibly body shots, and maybe clothes shots. With this kind of cologne, I would think it would be able to have a good longevity with it. Now, I'm basing that off of some other high-end ones, but more expensive, a lot less expensive than this, which was like Arrows, Versace Arrows was super good. Dior Sauvage, super good. They really are go neck and neck. So they're very, very, very good very good colognes. My bad, y'all. Super good colognes. Y'all have to know about them joints. Had them both. Super good. I have not had Flame yet, but Arrows is banging. Let's see. And so those are some of the ones that I've normally gotten, that I do know that are super, super good. But yeah, so like I said, y'all, and those have really good longevity. That's why, and I'm like, okay, for that price, and this is more expensive than those, and it's the same type of scent, that aquatic scent. So it should have a good longevity. And I was using those colognes in a very hot and humid warehouse. So I'm not in those kind of conditions at my warehouse, at my job now. They're more in a certain area in the hallway. That's where I'm going to be getting the most sweatiness. But and that's so it's humid where we're at. When I'm doing this, I'm doing activities for about an hour and a half. That's long distances, and so I'm definitely basically sweating a lot my first hour to 2 hours of work, and I still have 5 hours or whatever left after that. So those are testing times for the vibrance of the cologne, which normally what I've noticed is, and I didn't know this before, y'all, there is a such thing as there's a reason why they say these colognes are best used when they're supposed to be used, whether it be fall, whether it be autumn, spring, all season, anytime, special occasion, these kinds of settings, or what was the other one? Summertime and stuff like that, summer scents. There's a reason that does matter. And I'm going to say that from my own learning experience. So the colognes that I had Banana Republic, which was a very good cologne, and I'm working on Halloween Man, very good cologne. They were both very, very cheap. And so I got those. I had a 4.2 and a 3.5 ounce bottle of each. Now, I believe those were both. I don't know. They don't have them on the website anymore, but I think those were both wintertime colognes. And I'm saying that because at the job that I worked at during the wintertime, I used that cologne, and people could smell that right out the gate, and it had a very good lasting time. That same cologne, wearing it through the summery or the warmer climate or the warmer months and days, it seems to dissipate, too quick, and you can't smell it. I mean, even if you put your nose to it, you're not going to smell it. It's gone too quick. And the same with the one that that I'm using right now, the Halloween Man. It's a little bit better longevity. You have to know how to spray it enough, and that one you can kind of overspray that. It is good and strong. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. But I've been using a lot of the Halloween Man, more than I needed to, but I still have about that much left. It's not much, but it's very, very low, because I've been using it when I need to use like my body spray and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be doing that, and doing better with that. So I'm very excited about this. Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys a review on probably a couple, maybe next video, just to let you know how this one turns out. It smells freaking good right now, y'all. Freaking good. And so real quick, so that's, if you guys are interested, this is something good. I highly recommend. They're an awesome company. I've been rocking with these guys for years. A great place to get really good cologne, with a lot of really good discounts and offers throughout the year. I mean, tons of good offers and stuff like that, and I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of those offers. And just checking out their site. Their site is really well organized and laid out. It's easy to use, and there's just a lot of opportunities for you guys to find some of your favorite scents for really low, or different options, different size options and stuff like that, which is really cool as well. So you have a ton of variety with these guys, And from my personal experience, guys, these guys ship quick. I have not been in a position where my package has been late. It's been a very easy process, and it seems most of the time I find myself ordering on the weekend, so I have to wait those 2 extra, non-business days for everything to happen. But even with that, I still find I still seem to get my packages within a quicker time. Like, cause all that is, y'all, is those shipping times they tell you, it's estimations. That's all it is, and that's only based off of that first initial transaction, or once the tracking label and stuff is printed out. That's just at that time. It hasn't even left anywhere at that point. They're just making up the label, boom, and it gives us information. Or in the system, it types up guesstimation and information. It's estimated information, and we all know what that means. That means it can come earlier or later. Most, I'd say 98 or 99% of my packages over the lifetime of me ordering stuff has been, or most recent anyways, have been early. And that's better than on time. And I mean earlier than what the expected time that they said on the package. And so you guys would not be disappointed if you guys ordered from these guys. You guys would be very happy. I also know when you order from fragrance.net, they will throw in samplers for you guys to try out, which are some really good ones, and discount cards and stuff like that. So again, you guys, I not support, but I stand by fragrance.net. You guys should check them out. You will not be disappointed. You guys will be heavily surprised. And their monthly subscription to try out different brands or different colognes or different scents. Purple Luxe, check those guys out as well. Personal experience, they were off the chain, guys. They're very professional. Get your items quicker. Who doesn't want a good surprise? Anyways, y'all, that's all I have for now. I hope that you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Also hit the notification bell so that way you guys are informed on my videos when I'm uploading them. And I got some really cool videos about to come up, you guys. Things are really, I completed a super good work week. A super good and long work week, y'all. And so, yeah, I have a big surprise coming in about a week or so. So stay tuned for that, y'all. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a change. Y'all have a good one. I'm Real King, y'all. Back at it again.